Welcome to the Daniel and Daniel Show. Today, we are going to be talking about what it's like getting started and running your own business.
We're going to be talking about why creativity is important in entrepreneurship, and we're going to be talking about why customer service or how customer service can take you to the next level.
Very cool. This show is supposed to be inspirational and also help you with that itching business idea that you've been thinking about for a long time. So, Daniel, tell us about who you are, how did your business journey start, and offer some tips on how you can help these people out.
All right, so again, Daniel and I have both started our own businesses within the last few years. I started my first company with my current business called Now Creative Group. I started that about a year after graduating from university. I went to OCAD, I studied graphic design. So I started freelancing, just doing design work. And then I realized that there's a lot more than just graphic design that my customers needed. So ended up offering a few more things, web design, social media, and thought it doesn't make sense to call me a graphic design freelancer anymore. So I ended up coming up with a name called Now Creative Group, being in the now, very present, very immediate, known for like fast results and quick ideas. So called it Now Creative Group. And from there, we ended up offering kind of a wide range of services. So not just design, but branding, marketing, video production, a whole slew of things. And it's been about 2.5 years now. And we're in our studio space right now, actually, which we work out of an amazing co-working space here in Toronto. And in addition to that, I also have Access, which is a nonprofit that I started in high school. So we've worked together a few times with that, with some events. Daniel has been at our conferences, and that's a youth-led group to help high school students mostly start their own projects in the youth-led nonprofit space. So that's enough about me. So let's switch over to the other Daniel. Daniel also has an interesting story, and we'll talk a little bit about Daniel Lewis.
So my journey into business was a little bit different. I started working out at a franchise pizza shop before I even started the tea company. And Tea by Daniel is a tea company, by the way. But when I was in this franchise, I got to see kind of the whole spectrum of running a business under a corporate ownership. So, you know, there was these rules, there was these roadblocks, and even though I felt I had some now creative ideas, I wasn't able to initiate them. And I know a lot of people face that, where you have an idea, but you're not able to, you know, kind of bring it out. So after hearing no and getting these ideas shot down so many times, I started to consider my future and say, is there a different scenario that I could put myself in, a different situation where I had more control over the creative content of what I do with my day? Then I started drinking tea. That was around the time that a couple tea companies had started up. And it was funny because a beverage that I thought all my life was just plain old chamomile and peppermint started to be more appealing, and there was all these different flavors of teas people were talking about, and it was like, aha, what if I could take something that was known as something simple or traditional like tea and give it my own creative spin and create this magical experience? Enter in Tea by Daniel. I started an online company first just to kind of go easy on the overhead, which didn't exist, and kind of just start to play around with this idea of creating more of an experiential tea company. So registered the company, Tea by Daniel, and I decided to put my name in it because it was gonna be a reflection of me as a person. So funky, you know, the wooden bow ties, polka dot pants, crazy and all that stuff, and put it and pack it into this experience. Ever since we started the company, we started as the online, we moved into an event company, setting up tea bars at weddings, bridal showers, corporate functions, you name it. And then we finally got our storefront 2 years ago, Tea by Daniel, located in Brampton. Now we're an award-winning company and a magical tea experience, taking it one cup at a time.
Awesome. And one of the things we hope to learn about or to teach you guys about is how to make your company different, right? And how to really find that thing that makes it unique. In Daniel's case, he showcases, he's the personality, right? His company is named T by Daniel. And like he mentioned, the fashion, the style is a big part of it. So we're going to talk about different techniques on how to do that. Again, I transitioned from a freelancer to a studio or a firm owner. And Daniel had transitioned from kind of selling tea online into a physical retail shop. So we're going to touch on those journeys. But again, the main thing throughout our series, we'll be talking about how we can help you. Things like even just the basics of registering and naming your business, how to get on board with a really innovative marketing idea, partnerships, all kinds of strategies that we've used. So again, Daniel and I would like to thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll join us for a few more episodes on the Daniel and Daniel Show.
Dun, 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 dun.